it still baffles me how so many people still put faith in the United States government or pretty much any government in general, right? We all know about this whole debt ceiling bill that's going to be going through Congress basically any day now. You got some people, some individuals from the right, Kevin McCarthy, the Ted Cruz, and all those other individuals saying like this is going to be the best bill that's ever been passed with a Republican leadership. But we all know that's false, right? We all know that's false. Independent free thinkers, right? We all know like it's all just two sides of the same coin when it pertains to Democrats and Republicans. They will pass a bill not giving a damn how damaging it will be for the middle or low class people. Even some people who make $100,000 a year, or $150,000 a year, they still struggle to make ends meet if they got maybe a small business and they still living in a small apartment, even if they make $150,000. Like this whole spending package, right? They say it's for the benefit of the individuals, the working class, low class people, but we all know every time they pass a bill, things don't get better for the middle working class. As a matter of fact, during the past, and this happened under Trump, where the freaking everything was shut down and all these COVID relief bills was being passed over to the majority of Americans. A lot of Americans got $1,000 or $2,000 a week, and we all know what happens when they just print out money. The value of a dollar goes down, right? Because right now, last time I checked a couple weeks ago, the value of a dollar was actually 99 or 98 cents. And the fact that people are not seeing this is also always baffling to me. Like how they don't see, like with Congress, every time they raise the debt limit, the value of a dollar always goes down. It gets worse. I'll continue saying this for a long time now. Every time Congress say like they are doing things for the benefits of the American people, they're lying, because there's still a whole bunch of COVID money that they still have not used, and now they're going to take more taxpayer money or taxes out of people's checks and say it's for the benefits of the American people, but it's actually the benefit of government. It's for the benefit of the government and not for the benefit of the people. And then you have these individuals, right, that may be Democrats, Republicans, or even some people who are independent that really put their faith in in this system that's supposed to be untouchable, that's supposed to work so well. We all know when you have illiterate people in Congress, illiterate people that works in the government, we all know like things like that, talking points like that end up damaging us. Like for real, I'm all open for the discussion. Why do people still continue to put their faith in this government, put faith in the government or pretty much any government at all? All they really say is, oh, we just gotta put the right people in office, and then maybe things will be well. Yeah, we all saw how that was when it pertains to certain politicians that are actually Republican, and they are just as authoritarian as the freaking left. This whole freaking election that's coming up, Ron DeSantis, Trump. Ron DeSantis is the ones that's mainly the one that is pushing the most when it pertains to government control, right? But apparently he's for the free will and all that stuff. He's the one pushing government policies the most. The best option, I will always say, is to get the government the fuck out the way. Let the free market do its thing. And then you have the same thing with Democrats. Gavin Newsom, that bonehead. He said he literally lied to people's face, especially the black Americans living in California. He was doing this whole thing where he was going to give black Americans reparations. Then I think a month later he said, yeah, we ain't going to be doing that. You just putting faith in two parties that say that they hate each other, but then they are actually the ones that are working together the most. You putting faith in a company that literally lies to you day in and day out. You got politicians in office that are Republican, right? Say if they win, they're going to decrease tax. They're going to cut taxes and other stuff. But then some of the Republican politicians end up increasing taxes the most. Don't forget what happened with freaking Mitch McConnell, Mitt Romney, and all those and Lindsey Graham. You got those politicians saying like if we meet them down the middle, things would be better. No. Those individuals, those Republicans, so to speak, are the main leaders of the party, and some people still put faith in those goddamn chicken shit asses. And things don't get better. Taxation, gun control, property taxes, sales taxes. You got they the ones that are promoting these ideals the most. The far left says, and people are still okay with this. People still say that, oh, we just gotta put faith in these guys for a little bit, and then when election comes, we just vote them out. And from what I've seen, that only worked with Liz Cheney. That's it. When it was time to boot out freaking Mitch McConnell and Mitt Romney, actually Mitt Romney has a couple more years left. When it came time to give those freaking chicken shit Republicans the boot, some people still vote with the men because they rather have them and not Democrats. They're the same fucking. They're the same fucking people, same fucking party, same fucking establishment, same thing. There's nothing different about it except they have an R or a D next to their name. They're the same freaking thing. These individuals are the ones that are damaging us the most, right? With all these freaking spending packages, this freaking debt ceiling bill that they are trying to pass, or they trying to meet down the middle. Well, we all know what it means. It's more taxation, it's more welfare statism, it's more socialist policies. And we are, you have some people out there to say like, oh, well, so, they really truly believe that this whole socialism thing is one of the best things out there. Let's ask New York and California if that really is the case. Let's talk to AOC, and we all know how freaking economically illiterate she is, about how it's going in her district of New York City, how it's one of the worst districts in New York. And people still praise this chick. Why? I have no freaking idea. Guys, it doesn't matter which party it is. It really doesn't. Now you can like what I say, you can hate what I say. I'm all fine with it. But they're literally two sides of the same coin. One just shows how authoritarian they are. The other one, they're pretty much wolves in sheep's clothing. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to see like these two individuals, these two organizations, because they're organizations. When it pertains to Democrats and Republicans, we all see how, like, if there was actually a person in charge that actually wanted to get rid of taxation, they would have done it. Like the Republicans, they say we'll cut taxes, we'll get rid of taxation. But then when these individuals get into power, or they get into the seat, whether it be mayor, governor, Congress, senator, House Speaker, doesn't matter. They own districts. They would say that they would cut taxes or get rid of taxes in general, but then they still keep it. We all seen it. We all know it. Some of us are just too blind to it. They don't want to admit like this organization called the government is the one out here draining us the most. It's not big corporations. It's not the freaking organizations like Pepsi, Twitter, and all these other organizations. No, what I'm talking about, a government organization that is fundamentally draining the low class and middle class the most. And then they would say in the freaking during the whole election cycle that it's the freaking other party when it's their party who is literally in charge of this whole ordeal, and they don't do anything about it. Listen, all I'm saying here, right? And I'm just a small guy on YouTube. YouTube, Rumble, Twitch. I mean, not really Twitch. Odyssey, doesn't matter. I'm just a small guy trying to send a message here. But if people don't want to listen and accept what I'm saying, then at this point, the taxation rate is just going to continue increasing bit by bit. And it's nobody's fault but the voters that claim that they know how it is in politics. They know how politics works, but then they go out and vote for more fucking taxation, thinking that they're gonna take it to the big corporations or landlords, and then when landlords have to increase rent to keep up with the fares, now all of a sudden it's a foul play. Guys, stop putting faith in the freaking authoritarian government organization, because that's what the government is. It's an organization. It's a Ponzi scheme. It's basically legalized theft, right? Is what it is. But guys, there's one guy here, like I said. You guys stop putting faith in these corporations, man. I mean, not corp. You guys stop putting faith in the government. The government does not care. It's just a Ponzi scheme. They give you false hope. They tell you lies. Then they tell you if you go to the voting booth and vote for us, we're gonna stop the other side. That's all it is, man. It's a Ponzi scheme.